What's good, everybody? I am back with another video, and before I get started with this review here, and I am super juiced to do this review to show y'all what I have, I want to say thanks for stopping by. And if this is your first time here, if you haven't done so already, make sure you do the right thing and hit the subscribe button below. And if you enjoy the video, then give your girl a thumbs up. Alright, so let's get it. So I have this box here. This is the A Ma Maniére collaboration with Jordan brand, and it looks so good. It has the A Ma Maniére logo on the top lid. It's a step and repeat design in white, and it's a transparent cover. And when you open it up, it exposes the main box. So this is a white box, or it has a white lid with a glossy effect to it, and there's a Jumpman logo in mauve with the flight text in gray, and the same gray color can be found for the bottom half of the box. And this is a size 5 in women's, which is my size. So let's take a look inside. This is the A Ma Maniére Air Jordan 3 Raised by Women, and these are so dope. I'm super juiced that I hit on these through their raffle. So A Ma Maniére had 3 different releases. The first one was a women's early access, so they prioritized women.
I think it's time to kill for our women, time to heal our women, be real to our women.
And then the second one was the general raffle, which is what I hit on. And then the third one was the official collections launch, where they paired it with apparel as well. So A Ma Maniére is French for In My Way, and they are an Atlanta-based boutique, and they also have stores in DC as well as Houston. So these threes are super dope. It was designed with the women in mind, so they had women inclusive sizing as well as prioritizing the ladies when it came to early access, which is super dope. Very similar to what sneakers did with the off-white 4s. So I appreciate it a lot. And the story is really cool because James Whitner, who is the founder of A Ma Maniére, his mother actually gave him his first pair of Jordans, which were the 3s. So I thought this was super cool because it's a shout out to his mom. So they took the 3 silhouette, reinterpreted it, and then added some vintage vibes as well as some premium and luxe features. And then you got the shoe here. So let's go to some details. So first things first, hanging out on the left shoe are the 2 hang tags. The top one is the classic square transparent hang tag. It has a Nike Air with a swoosh that's embossed, and there's a mauve background. And the cardstock hang tag right below it has some code branding on it, and it also says approved by Michael Jordan himself. For the upper of the shoe, you see a really bright white tumble leather, and it looks and feels really premium, and I especially like it because you see the raw trim to expose the natural tan edges. And then for the toe cap, panel where the eyelets are, as well as heel and collar, is made out of suede in a medium gray color. And the suede is a little shaggy, but not super shaggy like the Notre Nike Dunk Highs. And at first I was super apprehensive about this shoe because they took away the elephant print, and if you know me and if you've been following my channel, you know that I love elephant print. So they took it out of the toe cap as well as the heel, and they took out the perforations behind the eye stays as well as the collar. And so it looks really good in hand, but at first I was so nervous about it. But I like it a lot, and I think it looks really good because it continues on with that really luxe and premium feel. For the back of the shoe, there is a translucent heel tab in an off-white cream color, and the Nike Air with the swoosh is embossed in gray. And I think it looks so good with this classic feature back here. It gives out that very vintage vibe that the shoe is going for. And hidden under the heel tab, there's a special message written by James Whitner's mother, and it says, "All we have is each other." And I thought that was super cute because it's written in her original handwriting. So let's go into the right shoe. Shoe, and hanging out on the right shoe are the extra set of laces. So this is in a cream color. So already pre-laced on are the flat white laces, and these feel a little bit more flat compared to the other white laces that I have on my 3s. So like my True Blues or my Katrina 3s, this one just feels a little bit more thin, so I thought that was really interesting. But if you want to switch it up and swap them out, you can. I'm going to do an on-feet look at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that because I'm going to do a lace swap. And then for the aglets of both sets of laces, it says work harder in all caps. For the eyelets on these shoes, you have the classic 3 sets of shapes, and it's in that cream color. And then for the top of the tongue, you have the Jumpman logo that's embroidered on in silver. And that's for the right shoe, but then on the left shoe, you have the A Ma Maniére. For the inside of the shoe, the lining is made out of a satin material in gray and is quilted. And then for the insole, it's in a mauve color. And then for the right shoe, there's an A imprinted on in white, whereas the left shoe has a Jumpman logo. So it's pretty much the inverse of the tongue embroidery. Another difference between the left shoe and the right shoe is that earlier I mentioned on the left heel tab, it says all we have is each other. But then on the right shoe, it says you have to get comfortable walking alone. And I thought that was really interesting because it's two very contrasting statements, but it both make sense, right? For the polyurethane foam midsole, there's a few different colors. So for the upper section of the midsole, it's two-tone. So at the forefront, it's in white, and at the heel area, it's in mauve. And then for the bottom half of the midsole, it's in that vintage cream color. And there's a window cut out to expose the air bubble units on both the lateral side and the medial. For the outsole of the shoes, you have the classic Air Jordan 3 silhouette, and it's in 3 different colors. So there's some gray, some mauve, as well as some white. So I like these shoes a lot. I think the design and the execution is incredible. So shout out to James Whitner and the entire A Ma Maniére team and Jordan brand for creating such a beautiful and premium shoe, and very intentional for the ladies as well. So I appreciate it a lot. And so James Whitner had an interview with Complex, and he said the design was leading with the women, but it did not neglect the men. And I absolutely think that is true. It's such a universal shoe to wear, so anyone can rock them. So we're about halfway through the year, and this is my best pickup of 2021, and I'm super juiced to rock them. But if you ever get your hands on these or your feet in them, make sure you go true to size, and remember that it's lady sizes. So for the fellas out there, make sure you convert appropriately, so you run a size and a half up. So say you're a size 10 in men's, so that means you add 1.5, so you're gonna be an 11.5 in women's. And definitely go true to size because the satin material from the lining might be a little slippery, so if you get them a little too big, your foot might be slipping in and out, and you definitely don't want that. So hang tight because I'm gonna show you all what they look like on feet.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.